Good afternoon, all of you. Welcome back to the course on artificial intelligence and soft computing. In the previous session, we started discussing about the problem statement fundamentals. In that, we discussed about the fundamental elements or the definitions which are related to the problem solving method. So these are the objectives or agendas or the contents which we are going to discuss under this chapter or under this module. Breadth for search, depth for search, uniform cost, and then iterative deepening search, bidirectional search. So these are the searching part, which is the second half module of this unit. And so these are the first half modules content, and that we discussed about the introduction. Then we discussed about what is meant by problem solving agent. Then we discussed about what are the different methods through which we can formulate the problems. Also, we started discussing about different example problems. Then we started discussing about different types of problem that we will continue with that, right? And then we'll go with the searching for the solutions. What are the possible solution which will be available for a specific problem, through which we'll try to identify the best or the optimal solutions, so that will increase the benefit or increase all your resources, so that your solution should be the optimal solutions, right? And measuring the problem solving performance again. So there are the different aspects through which the out of possible solutions, one solution will be identified, and the performance will be measured based on the different parameters. And so that we are going to do, and at the end, using this the measuring the problem solving performance concept. Then later part, we'll have a discussion on the uninformed search. Under that, we are going to discuss about different searching method, and then also we'll discuss about the informed search. So then we started discussing about the search space or the space search. When you talk about these are the quick recap, and I'll quickly cover it in maybe in a few minutes. And when you talk about the space search, so in order to find a solution to any problem, so there could be that. So within a single step, you will not be able to find a solution. There could be a multiple solutions or sequence of multiple solution you need to pass through to reach your goal, or you need to find out a solution. The sequence of steps or sequence of intermediate steps you process, that is called the space search in artificial intelligence, right? Again, so these are related to the problem, right? First of all, you need to identify your the problems, right? How, what type of problem it is, what exactly it requires, right? How the problem has been formulated, and then you need to identify that the exact goals. By solving the problem, what kind of solutions, what kind of goal the problem spectrum which indirectly means, so that has to be identified. Once the problem has to be identified, problem formation which has to be clearly specified, and the second thing is that the goal has to be maintained very clearly. What type of output or the final stage which is required. So for example, in the salesman person from source to destination traveling, right? Again, the goal for that salesman problem is that you need to reach the destination in a safer way, and maybe the quickest way. So that is the goal, right? Based on that, the different problem which may experts or which may request a different goals. So the goal has to be maintained very clearly. So then only this whatever the agent or the artificial intelligence will try to find out a solution to the problem. Now we discussed about the problem solving agent with respect to the salesman problem or traveling salesman problem. So which based on this graph which represented in the diagram, right? So out of this possible way, suppose if the user wanted to reach from A to E, and there are a lot of possibilities. He may go through A to D and then A to E, again A C E directly, or he may move from A to C, C to D, and D to E. Otherwise, also there is an option A to B, B to E. So these are the different possible options might be there in front of the person or the customer. But out of this option, you need to identify that which is the shortest one by adding all the path cost. I could say that, right? Out of this all these paths, suppose if the user wants to move from A to D and then D to E, the cost is around 30%, which is 40. Again, when it comes to A to B and B to E, which is 20 plus 15, which is 35. Again, when he comes in this road, A to C and then C to E, which is 5 plus 25, which is 30. Suppose if the user is traveling in this road, A to C, C to D, and D to E, which is 5 plus 5 plus 10, which is 20. Out of this all possible solutions, the user will select the path which is A, C, D, E. So through which the customer will reach the destination so quickly. Out of these available nodes, here the A is the source and D is the E is the destination. Is it clear? A is the destination, sorry, A is the source and E is the destination. C and D are the intermediate nodes or intermediate stores, right? States. So that could be called as the search or space search, right? So these are the different entities, when we talk about any problem solving method. Then we discussed about how we can form a problem as well as solutions based on the previous example. And then we discuss about what are the once if the problem has been identified, once if we decided what is the code, then we need to identify, or we need to execute, so that the problem will be solved on time, so that which will increase the efficiencies. Then we discussed about the algorithms, right? Based on that, no, we identified the different goals and then state and other things. Also, we discussed about this example, the vacuum cleaner example. There are two rooms, A and B, right? And there are multiple options, combinations. It may move from one room to other room, right? And then from that room to this room, left to right to right. And then in case if is there any dust particle presence, and it may clean. In case if there is no dust particle in both the rooms, it does not perform any operations. After every particular periodic time, right? So that the vacuum cleaner which has to move automatically from one room to other room, and will keep on sense that is there any dust particle present in the room, and if it is there, automatically it will start cleaning it. Then this is what we have no completely discussed on the last lecture also, right? We took about the 8 puzzle problem, right? So the problem is that, so here this is what the simple diagrammatic representation of the 8 puzzle. So here we will have the numbers from 1 to 8 in numericals, but if there are 9 places where we can 9 box can be placed, but out of that you have only 8 boxes, 8 numbers, but one place or one box is empty. So this is what the problem statement, which is arranged in such a way that in the first row we have the boards which is 7 to 4, in the second row which is 7 and followed by empty and 6, and the third row which has 8 3 1. Again, when you talk about the goal state, from here we are going to move into this state. The first box should be empty and followed by that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is what the problem as well as goal, right? When we talk about all these the problem and then for solutions of what are the solutions we can find for this problem, is that first we need to identify the different states and then different actions and then the performance with respect to the problem. When we find searching a solution to the problem, first thing is that, so here there are different combinations. Basically there are 9 boxes available, and you can try in all the different ways. 9 combinations are available, and what are the action you can perform with this checkerboard is that you can move any 4 direction, whether this, right, depends upon the coin which you select. There could be a possibility of left, right, up, down possible movements, right? And what is the performance measure means, right? Out of this, the person or the user who is going to solve this problem in shortest path or shortest moves, right? That solution will be considered as the optimal solutions. Is it clear for all of you? Again, so this is a detailed description about the 8 puzzle, and I also explained about the different the notations using again the pseudo codes, how the problem can be solved. Again, when we talk about ESA 5 is the successor state, right? Suppose if you are moving from one state to other state, suppose if you are reaching from the source state to the next state, and after reaching that, that is called the successor state for a. Once if you are reaching that place, now we are going to check whether you have reached the goal state. If it is a goal state, again the searching process will done. And if it is identified that that is not the goal state, then automatically the process will be repeated, and it will try to find out its successor, the possible successor. And this process will be repeated unless until it reaches the goal state. Is it clear for all of you? Right? And the solution to the problem is that a sequence of actions from the initial state to the goal state. So right, finally from the given diagram, from the problem statement 2, now we need to rearrange the numbers so that we can place the boards as per the goal state diagram. And what is called an optimal solution for the problem is that a solution is optimal if no solution has a lower path cost, or I could say that the solution which has the less path cost. So that will be considered as the optimal solution for the given 8 puzzle problem. Right? The same, the different explanations, right? Now, what are the possibilities are there, right? Here, the first combination, the first they are telling it 7-4, 5-6, and then 8-3-1. So this is what given, right? And after that, what are the options we can move, right? Depends upon the position. Suppose if the central place is empty, whether I can shift 6 here, or I can shift 2 from up to down, or I can move 5 to the right, or I can move 3 to the up. So these are the 4 possible options which is related with the empty box, right? By the way, so this will be keep on processed and finally it reach the destination. Now there could be a multiple combinations of the solutions, right? Out of that, so here they are considering as that this is what the state one. What they are moving is that instead of can you identify the difference what they are mentioning here? Here you can find the goal state and other things. Suppose if this is what an initial state. Okay, let for time being, just forget about the solutions. This solution, I'll raise a general questions to check your ability. Suppose, can you all hear me? There are 38 students. Now, listen. Uh, I have a bucket which has the capacity of 7 liters, right? No, let's assume that I have a bucket which has the capacity of 6 liters, but I wanted to fill that 6-liter bucket with the help of the two different buckets. I could say that the capacity of the two small bucket is one is 4-liter bucket or 4-liter jug. I could say that again. The second one is that 3-liter jug. 3-liter. Okay, sorry. My first one is the 5-liter jug. Let's assume, right? I wanted to fill a 5-liter bucket with the help of the 3 small jugs. One is for 4-liter and the other one is 3-liter. But the problem is that I wanted to fill the 5-liter bucket, but I do not have any mark with the smaller jugs. Can you all assume that? Can you all imagine that the situation? Can unmute anyone? Is it clear for all of you? I'll repeat the problem. मेरे पास एक बड़ा bucket है. The capacity of the bucket is 5 liter. I need to fill the 5 liters, but in order to fill the 5 liters, right? I have only the 2 small jugs. The capacity of the 2 small jug is one is 4-liter, the second one is 3-liter. With the help of this the 2 jugs, 4-liter jug and then 3-liter jug, I need to fill a 5-liter bucket. The problem क्या है ना, दोनों जग में मार्किंग नहीं है. ऐसा फील कर सकते हैं? Any options? Any suggestions? You need to think and tell me the solutions. What are the possible options?
Sir, first we'll take the 3-liter full.
Who is speaking?
First jug.
Rathod?
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya. Yes. I can't hear your voice, Chaitanya.
First we will take the 3-liter full.
3-liter full. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes. 3-liter
sir.
full. Yes. Tell me.
4-liter half. 4-liter half jug.
Measurement नहीं है, आप कैसा करेंगे? There is no measurement in the small jugs. एक चीज समझ में रखो, दोनों स्मॉल जग में कुछ मेजरमेंट वगैरह कुछ नहीं है। 1 लीटर 2 लीटर नहीं तो 1 लीटर मेजरमेंट करके फिल कर सकते हैं ना। देर इज नो मेजरमेंट, देर इज नो मेजरमेंट इन द स्मॉल जग. In that cases, what will you do? 3 liter full and 4 liter half. There is no measure in the half to measure correctly. Galib,
Hello, sir.
Yerum, someone is saying that
Sir.
Yes. Who is that?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Bharat. Yes.
Bharat.
Yes.
Sir,
I can't hear your voice, Bharat. I think is there any?
and from. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Is it audible now?
Yes, I'm audible.
So first we fill the 4-liter jug full and pour it in the 5-liter, and
Okay.
from the 5-liter we pour the water into the 3-liter until the 3-liter is full. So the remaining we have in the 5-liter is only a 1-liter, and we fill the 4-liter again and pour it into the 5-liter. So we get a total of 5-liter.
This is also fine. Otherwise, also an option that we can fill it we can fill a 4-liter jug, and no, from the 4-liter we can first fill the 3-liter, and then the 4-liter jug will have only 1 liter of water that will pour it in the 5-liter bucket. Again, we'll refill the 4-liter jug and then we'll fill it. This is also fine, right? Is it okay? Any other solutions? Are you all agreeing with my solution? Thank you, Bharat. And is there any other alternate solution for that? Can you hear me? Anyone? Any other one? Any suggestion? Any solutions other than the proposed 2 solutions? Bharat was saying that we can fill a 4-liter jug, and that can be poured in the 5-liter bucket, and from the big bucket again he can refill the 3 liters, and then with the help of again 4-liter jug again he will refill the bucket. So this will consist of the 5-liter waters, whatever it may be. Any other solutions? Shabir, are you there, Shabir? I want to talk to you. Shabir, can you turn on your cameras? Yes, Shabir, tell me the answer for the problem which I mentioned. Any alternate solutions? Yes, tell me,
Yes,
Shabir.
sir.
I was asking the question that if you're not comfortable, you can turn off the video also, no issues. And I need the answer from you.
Yes, sir.
No, I was asking a problem that, and suppose if you have 5-liter of big bucket and you have only the 2 jugs, one is of 4-liter and the second one is 3-liter. You need to fill the 5-liter of bucket. But the 2 small jugs doesn't have any measurements. How will do it? Assume करो आपके पास बड़ा bucket है. So bucket so not restricted as only 5-liter capacity. It may have more than 5-liter or 7-liter capacity. वो बड़ा bucket में आपको 5 लीटर का पानी भरना है, लेकिन आपके पास 2 ही जग है, एक 4 लीटर का, एक 3 लीटर का है. 5 लीटर पानी बड़ा बकेट में भरना है. Can you think of something?
Yes, sir. Sir, first we will take a 3-liter bucket and we will fill it in the big bucket, and then we will take 4-liter bucket and we'll fill half of it in the third
हाफ तो
bucket,
मार्क
and
नहीं है.
then we'll
आप हाफ कैसे पता चलेगा आपको? हाफ तो मार्किंग तो नहीं है ना उसमें. There is no marking, there is no measurement in the jugs.
So we will take the 4-liter bucket and it fills full with the 3-liter bucket, and then we will take the left of the 4-liter bucket and we will put in the 5-liter bucket. It will be total of 5 liters, sir.
Okay. This is what again the problem which no solution already proposed by myself as well as the Bharat in the alternate ways. Okay, that's good. Thank you. And no, so this is no how no the multiple problems or multiple solution can be identified as a solution for the given problem, right? By the way, I was trying to explain this problem solving method for the I could say that the 8 board. Is the screen is visible for all of you? Can anyone can unmute and say,
Yes, sir.
okay, that's fine. That's fine. Here, see, there are multiple options, right? You can keep on trying, though you can make a moves from the final, the problem statement to the goal state, right? It completely depends on that. See here, what they are doing is that in the problem statement, here they have given, right? So what is the first option that out of this 4 option, right? You need to select any one of the option. First thing is that you may move this the empty board to here, empty place to this side, right? Otherwise, you can move the 5 to this side, or shift 6 can be shifted here, or the 2 can be shifted down. By the way, and you will move to the next one, and then based on that, again you will keep on moving, and then finally, with the help of the multiple movements, and finally you will try to reach the goal state as per the diagram, right? And what are the thing you need to notice that whenever you make any changes or any movements, but only one movement at a time, right? So that will be one path cast. Initially, the problem statement is like that. Let's assume that 2, 8, 3, 1, 6, 4, and then 7 hyphen 5. Suppose if I'm moving my space here, right? Instead of 7 keeping this place, I'm bringing 7 here, right? In that cases, again, so this is called one movement. So this was my initial state 2831647-5. Now after that, what is my next intermediate state B, which is 2831647-5, right? After the way, I can move this to here, and then I can move this to here. By the way, I can make multiple movements. Finally, I can reach the destinations, right? So by the way, the user or the agent will keep on trying all the combinations, and finally it will reach the solutions. And once you find a solution, and their own result will be compared with each other. Suppose if the machine tries the first time and it is taking 10 searches or 10 arrangements to reach the destination, and then based on that it will try multiple times. And say for example, in the first search or first solution which take 10 steps, second 8 steps, and then third one is 13 steps. Out of that, the step which is less, that will be considered as the optimal solution. That will be stored in the agent's mind. Whenever it gets same kind of problem, it will use based on the knowledge base or based on its experience to find out the optimal solution to this problem. By the way, whenever you get any initial state or any problem statement, and you need to know steps, you need to move step by step, or you need to move to the successor state by making a one movement, and that will be considered as one path cast. Similar to that, as many movements you are making, so that will be your complete path cast. At the end, right, whoever solve the problem with the minimum cast or minimum path cast, that solution will be the optimal solution for the given problem. Is it clear for all of you? Now, I'll give an homework for you. Again, it's kind of an assignment. There is no assignment, but you can think of it. Now, this is, I could say that a checkerboard where you have the 64 boxes. But what I need to do is that I need to place these all the 8 pins, right? Where there should not be any intersects. But if I consider that, suppose if I'm placing this one, excuse me, I'm getting an official call. sorry. And so again, the next problem will be the 8 queen problems. So what is my goal is that I wanted to place all the 8 queens in this place where it consists of 64 boxes. But one thing is that if I'm placing my queen here, right? So in this row as well as in this column, there should not be any other queens. Is it clear for all of you? Can anyone can quickly write in the chat box? If the problem statement, first of all, try to understand the problem statement very clearly. There are 8 queens available are placed in this place in this board, right? Checkerboard, right? It has 64 boxes, right? My problem is that I need to place all the 8 queens in this checkerboard, but whenever if I'm placing any queens, right? The intersection of the rows as well as and columns and no other queen should be placed in the rows as well as columns where already the queen is placed. Uh, Accordingly, so let me talk about the queen 0, which is placed in this box, right? Its corresponding column. So the first column is, I mean, 0th column, and this corresponding row. There should not be any other queens placed. Is it clear for all of you? Again, when we talk about the second one, so say for example, here I am placing the second queen. Again, if you take about the row in which it lies as well as the column in which relates, so there should not be any other queens placed in the same row and same column. Very similar to that. Now this is the third one. Again, in this corresponding row and then the corresponding columns, no other queens to be placed. Is it clear for all of you? Anyone else? Is there clear for all of you? By the way, so you should keep on trying all the possible ways, and finally you're supposed to find out a solution. So this is what the sample problem. There could be a lot of position change you can make, right? And no, you can completely you can delete everything. No, you can have the fresh or empty checkerboard. On the empty checkerboard, you can try your all combinations way, right? And you need to place all the 8 queens, and you need to send me the results. When I can expect the results for this problem? So you may expect the one problem for your university examination, maybe the first one, which is 8 puzzle problem, or might be the 8 queens problem. So you can expect any one problem based on these two, whether it is 8 queens problem or 8 puzzle problem, 8 puzzle problem, right? You will get a one problem for your university examination point of view, right? When can I expect the solution to this problem? So you need to identify everything. Initial state, I have given the initial state, right? And what are the intermediate states? Every move you make, every time you try the first position, second position, right? Placing the first queen, placing the third queen, right? And what are the things you are considering, right? All these things you need to identify. And finally, after how many moves you reach the goal station, I mean goal state. That means that how successfully you placed all the 8 queens in the checkerboard. So that is the goal. I hope it's clear for all of you, right? And we'll move to the next real world problem. Right, when we talk about the real world problem, so here if there are some the airline traveling problem, in that, so in that what we need to that we need to identify the initial state, as I mentioned, right? This is specific to the problem, right? Whether the flight is reaching on time, right? Again, at what time the flight will depart from this place, and then where it arrives, when it arrives, and what other successor functions, what are the intermediate uh, airport it reaches, right? Maybe in the different intermediate cities, right? And then goal state, how quickly or how no on time the flights are reaching, right? So that is again a goal state. Is there any delay, right? Maybe the schedule, maybe the delay due to some other reasons, right? And all other path casts. So here in case of reaching the destination on time, and there are few factors to be considered, right? So first thing is that the cost. Suppose if the flight is traveling or it is flying the longer duration, automatically the fuel will know which will be cost more. Very similar to that, no, the shortest path or the city which has to travel are intermediate states or intermediate cities that should be identified so that the destination could be reached in a shorter way with economic values. Very similar to that, the some other problem, very similar to that with the related with the example problem. I mean, the airline reservation system again. So this could be an another traveling salesman problem. So this traveling salesman problem which can be used for the multiple applications like touring problems, where if suppose if any person tourist want to reach from one place to other place, again for robot navigation, suppose if the robot wanted to move from one place to other place, right, and it has to reach the destination so quickly with the help of the available informations, right, and this robots will be embedded with the different states or different intermediate places, and based on its previous experience it know the distance from one place to other place, and based on its previous search or based on its previous actions, that will keep on working and it will know identify the shortest path to reach the destination. Very similar to that in the automatic assembly sequencing, right, suppose if there are some robots which are used in in assembling as well as the shipment parts, again, so the robot should be identify the shortest path through which it can pack all the goods into the container. So these are the different applications where this the optimal solution searching, which is quietly used in a real-time applications. So far, is there any doubt? With this, we'll stop our today's session. And in case if you have any queries, quickly you can write in the chat box or you can unmute. And you can post your queries. I'm happy to answer your queries. After this session at 2:30, and again, I'll be calling a meeting for those who have already submitted their problem statement through the Google form. I floated a Google form related to the project titles I received from you all, and some near 14 groups they've already enroll your problem statement. Yesterday we had a discussion with the panel members, and we decided we concluded some decisions, and the decision to be conveyed to those project members or the leaders who have already proposed their titles at 2:30, and Chapi will meet at 2:30 along with me and our coordinator, Professor Sonali. She will join, and we'll have the deep discussion. What are the things where you need to improve or where you need to work, and what are the pitfalls and what are the things. Suppose in case if your title has rejected, and we'll try to find out alternate where you wanted to work. So these things will be discussed in the at 2:30 meeting, right? And in that meeting, those who already enroll your titles, they can join. Otherwise also others also can join, so they will get an idea how the problem is scrutinized and what are the things which are expected by the panel members as well as from the faculty members, that you will get an idea. So that will really help you to identify your a project problem statement. Is it okay? Any doubts? Okay. With this, we'll end today's lecture session, and we'll meet at 2:30 regarding the project panel discussion and the related queries.